time has come. The top two seeds in the college football playoff have arrived for their championship moment. Two teams that have essentially been on a collision course for months. They had high expectations, high pressure, but they met those challenges. Now, which side will go home fulfilling their ultimate dream here tonight? Good evening and welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, site of this year's national championship game. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on last year's national champions, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit, and this is it. This football season's ultimate game. Time to find out who's going to emerge as national champions. Kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Finds room at the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
How about that? That's the way to start a game. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
So one explosive play sets him up at the plus 43 with a first down. The back's got it. Breaks into open space. He's got the first and still going. Touchdown, Notre Dame. They strike first in this national title bout. In a national championship game, you cannot do a better job of setting the tone immediately, Kirk.
Well, it's the biggest game of the year, so you've got to bring your best. On the opening drive, the offense did just that. That's how you get this thing started.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Play action here on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. An effective play, good for a first down at the 35.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Do not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. Started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws. Justin Herbert, of course, enough said. We see it every NFL Sunday what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. We're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Third down, out of the shotgun. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in way downfield. Touchdown, Oregon, as they answer with their first score of this title game.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
returner choosing to field this one. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. It's complete on the crossing route. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball for 31.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. They'll run it from the gun. Fights off a defender. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
What a surprise. Notre Dame running the football for another first down. It seems like we've been saying that for decades and decades. The ability to run the football, not just the backs that stand out to me when you think about Notre Dame's history. It's especially true about the line of scrimmage and those big offensive linemen opening up those holes.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the plus 40.
Great patience here, great execution by the entire offense. The quarterback kind of baits the defense towards him, drops it off to the back, and he's got a convoy in front of him for a nice first down.
Notre Dame getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And that pass ball is incomplete. Incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 40. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Fourth and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? From the shotgun, drops back. Looks to the left for a quick throw. This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Oh my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Puts into space at the 50. Now here he goes. Past the 10. Touchdown, Ducks. He would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? He's got room to run. Breaks into the clear. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Irish. No chance to catch him there. And this national championship game is now dead even, Kirk. We're going to have a fun finish here.
Yeah, maybe I'm being hopeful, but this has the makings of an instant classic right now. The way these teams are matching each other at an elite level in the national championship, it's getting more advanced the further we go. I'm with you. Maybe it comes down to the wire.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He's past the marker and still going. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going. The Ducks will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, holding just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
The Ducks pick up enough for a first down here. They'll run it to the left. First down, looking for more now. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Nice job here by this back picking up a first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James, throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs. They're still trying to live up to that to this day.
They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Same tailback, another carry. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one. Take a quick pause and check out the stats from this first quarter. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Players are down the right side. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. to convert here on 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Looking for the wideout. Oh, the pass is picked off. It's a short return to make the tackle at the 25, and what a play for this defense.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words from his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. It didn't take long to reach the end zone last time. A perfectly blocked running play. Can they keep it going here? He shreds the tackle.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Running back has it on a screen now. Past the 45. To make the tackle, but it's enough for a first down. Good call on that screen play.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stop pull behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Caught quickly. They get him down pretty quickly, but it's a solid gain in that short throw.
He plays zone coverage, and the quarterback is patient. This is a tough play to defend. Nice job of waiting for the receiver to get into the window and then making an accurate throw.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. That play will move the sticks, set him up first down at the 42. Good job there finding the back and that angle route. The timing was perfect there.
Yeah, effective 3rd down play to be able to move the chains. I really like the cut there on the route by the running back, getting across the middle of the field. And like you said, the quarterback does a nice job of getting the ball out of his hands quickly to give the back a chance to not only catch the ball, but get the yards for the first down. There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now. The Irish offense comes up here on 1st and goal. Here comes a handoff. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
You know, where the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. Okay, now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. 2nd and goal, they hand it to him again. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. Big play coming up here in the red zone. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking to the end zone. looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
Now look at this. They could break the tie with a chip shot, but the coach says, we're going for it on fourth down. So no hesitation by the coach. The offense is out there to go for it here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They cap the drive with 6 points. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Now from the 25. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. The Ducks hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down after that previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the run moves the ball up to the 33. They get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. Can he make it to the marker? They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches. The Ducks will come to the line looking to keep the drive going on fourth down.
What a gutsy call there on fourth down with the RPO. The quarterback deserves all the credit. He didn't pick up the first down, but he did a good job of reading his key to indicate hand the football off. The linebacker sat back, gave him enough room. They pick up that first down, keep the sticks moving.
Ducks with 1st and 10 here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Moves out of the pocket. On the move, looking deep down the right side. And it's hauled in, catch made way downfield.
Boy, a great job of coming up with a huge play by this offense. A nice pass by the quarterback. And you look at the time here before we get to the half. They got a real shot here to put a touchdown up on the board.
That's reeled in. It's Ferguson. They bring him down after a short gain there. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They look to throw it here on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Here we go. 7th play of this drive in the championship game. Third down and short. They pick up the first on the ground. Make the stop, but it'll be first down from the 13. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do. Get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looking to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Got to be impressed by the accuracy of this throw and the effort by the receiver to make the catch. He just couldn't get his foot down for the touchdown.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes the grab, a chance to score. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Folks, we hope you're enjoying this. The national championship game is all tied up. Buckle up now for the finish.
Man, this is everything you could hope for on this biggest stage in a national championship. Both these teams bringing their A game. I can't wait to sit back and see who wins it.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. Tackled at the 7-yard line. That's good coverage, but a bad decision to bring it out. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. Second down play coming up for this offense. And he'll set up to throw. There's a screen pass to the running back. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Retakes the field. Trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play fake, looking to throw. Fires it on the move. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. Wants to throw it. It's an outbound. The catch made. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage.
They had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receiver's past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that first down.
The Ducks look to keep this drive moving. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. The receiver makes the catch.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Off the RPO, caught to the right. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes a reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
The Ducks will line up here on first down and goal. Caught in the backfield. It's Ferguson. Touchdown, Ducks, to put them on top now. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
The PAT is good, so it's a 7-point game, 28-21. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackle at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. And looking to throw now on first down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. The tackle is made. That's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
They're going to run it here. First down and more. He's still running. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Quick completion to the tight end. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43. The
defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Notre Dame getting set for the 1st and 10 now. He hands it off from the gun. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Grab down the middle. It's Pilton. And they get the conversion there. 1st down now from the 33. And here we go. It all comes down to this. Everything to play for. 1 quarter to decide who will win the national championship. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Receiver in motion now. Throwing to start the 4th quarter of this championship game. Locates the tight end. It's complete. They bring him down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be 1st down.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's 2nd down. Now play number 9 on this drive. Looking to throw again. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid game getting closer to midfield.
Just the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
The gain moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. Direct snap to the back.
Another positive gain by this back. I tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that 2nd level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Touchdown, Oregon. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trading the blitz or sit back and change up coverage because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. There's the handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Important second down play coming up. Send the back in motion. Second down, we're going to throw it. Dump off caught by the running back. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a third down.
We're going to throw it on third and very long. And it's incomplete, but here comes the flag. So hold on, let's check that out. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. See if he can make a play on this return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. On the run game here. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of a play.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now at the 40.
They're still trusting this quarterback to make great throws, and why not? He has had a game you dream about in the national championship. Every throw right on the money. He's had time to make great throws, and he has delivered to be, in my opinion, the MVP in the national title.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. It's a quarterback keeper. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
I mean, this guy's having a dream day. Already over 200 yards through the air. Now showing you what he can do with his feet. This guy's a complete package under center.
Starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Ball handed off. Fights off a defender. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. A national championship right in front of them if the offense can keep the football away here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Smart play to keep it on the ground, to try to keep that clock moving. But there's still a lot of work here on third down for this offense with the lead. Face it, you got one of the best quarterbacks in the country. Put the ball in his hands, let him work his magic. Here we go. A national championship is so close.
football and just bleed out the clock. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And the lead remains at 7 after the miss.
Yeah, it's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin from the 33. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
Well, already playing with the lead here in the national championship, this defense is opportunistic. Eyes on the football, running to the ball, good team pursuit. When that ball hits the ground, they jump on top of it for a critical turnover.
A national championship right in front of them if the offense can keep the football away here. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Here we go. A national championship is so close if the offense can keep the football and just bleed out the clock. Fights through a tackle. And that's a solid gain if the defense is able to bring him down.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. They finally make the stop, but the offense threatening down. 1st down to the 27.
Chris, just so impressive. You know, as much focus as there is on quarterbacks and wide receivers in the passing game, at the end of the day, to win a national championship, there's going to come a critical 3rd down where you got to rely on your offensive line. The opponent knows you're going to run. You still do it. They convert, and I think that may be it.
That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. With the last team standing at the top of the mountain for national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Oregon Ducks.